I was a corporate buyer. I was learning a lot about food and still on that wellness, nutrition thing in my life. And I was working a lot. And I worked 70 hours a week. So when I took the leap after I had a couple of kids and I really wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, I leaned into Shaklee a little bit. I had been using the products. I looked up my local Shaklee lady in the phone book, right? Bought from her for almost a decade. And I said, hey, can I get my products for any less money? Can I get them for cheaper? Right. And so I asked her and she said, well, you can become a distributor. It was called a distributor back then. And you know what? I found a place. I found a place where I could work when I want, with who I want. And when the more I worked, the more effort I put in, the more I got out of that. So tell me how you came to know Shaklee.
So I, dietitian, was at a lunch, and I was there with a couple of my colleagues up in Portland, and they were talking about these omega-3 jellies, you know. I got 300 milligrams of EPA and DHA, and they're passing around the table like, you know, after dinner mints. And I'm like, oh my gosh, these are wonderful. Like, who makes these? She's like, Shaklee. I'm like, who? Wait, Shaklee? Like,
the Shaklee?
And that was it. You know, I came home that night and I got them on the computer and I started looking at their products. I scrolled down and I saw that they had an index glossary of the science and the history of Shaklee. I started reading, I started learning, and I was like, wow.
You know, we eat SAD. It's a standard American diet, spelled SAD.
So true.
You know, we eat SAD. We're the most well-fed and the most poorly nourished nation in the world. So as a dietitian, how do you find that different? Is it more and more challenging as the time goes on?
It's so challenging because you have the mecca of those who are stuck in their, again, bad habits, negative mindset, habits that trigger other habits. So when they start to go down that path and not having good resources, good tools, good nutrients that they're putting in their body, not realizing that while they think they're eating healthy, they're not looking at labels. They don't know how to read labels, and it's not necessarily in the label, right? I mean, a lot of it is just chemicals that are being put in there that they don't know what that means, and so they don't like, okay, well, it's got protein, it's got...
So there's a lot of questions when they stand in the vitamin aisle in a particular store. They don't really know.
Yeah, so it's like an uphill battle. So again, I feel like as wellness ambassadors, you know, we need to, working with Shaklee and Shaklee Ambassadors, we need to get a little louder, but get louder in the transparency of truth. The truth in the market, the truth about health, the truth about wellness, the truth about what we can offer.
Right.
Because it's not a massive change that people need to make. It's a small incremental changes. It's that compound effect. It's making a change here and sticking with it. Be consistent, one foot in front of the other, and sooner and later you're gonna see it. Our bodies are not Amazon Prime, where they're not gonna show up just like that, right? Mm-hmm. So we have to change and shift the way that we think so that we can have a more realistic approach to health and wellness and bring wellness to every home.
It's the community here at Shaklee and the Shaklee family that really is the wonderful thing and one of the most important aspects of this opportunity.
I have never felt more welcomed. It's always an emotional, you know, for me, because you take that leap of faith and you come into a community and you guys are all so welcoming. So many different ages, demographics. It made me realize that this is for everybody. It's not just for one person. This isn't a cookie cutter business.
No.
And it's not about an age, it's not about a physicality, it's not about how blonde your hair is or, you know, where you were, what your social media looks like. Nobody cares about that. Nobody cares how many followers you have, how many likes you have on a post. That's not what this is about. This is about community. It's about people helping other people to live their best, their healthiest, their most abundant life.
And it's a gathering of people that are like-minded, like you say, and when you bring those people together who are caring and passionate and have a love for other people, you know, only good things can come from that. But when we're at our best every day, because we're feeding our body good things, and that's nutrition and good words and good messages and from good people and good things, we can make the world better.
Absolutely.
And that's what I love about the Shaklee opportunity here, and these products change lives. Simply put, these products change lives.